Hey, everyone. Dennis K here with Belize Islands Real Estate. Hope you all are doing wonderful today. Hey, listen, today is May 1st, 2021, and I want to give you a little listings update. Today, I've got some good stuff for you from north to south to east to west. Got a little something for everyone. Some of these deals are cash deals only. The sellers need their funds up front to go off and do other investments, while others do come with seller financing. So without further ado, let me get right into the information. First of all, I'm going to show you a PowerPoint screen showing you maps, sizes, figures, facts, all that kind of good stuff. Then I'm going to go into my Google Earth overlay map to show you exactly where these are located. And finally, I want to end up with a little bit of a pro and con list of what to look for in different areas, because each area of the island has its own vibe and feel and pros and cons, just depending on where you want to be. So let me get right into it, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I will share my screen and go into where is my PowerPoint here? There's May 1st. All right. So let me just get to the first slide, do a slideshow. All right. So just as a quick overview, we're going to be talking about these four properties here. Number one is I have two lots on the main southern road that leads to Secret Beach. So I'm going to show you those. They're a front and back. You can buy both or just one or the other, depending on what price point you're looking for. The second property I want to show you is a lot in the Palmyra Woods subdivision. This is located back toward the northern row of lots in that subdivision. Very quiet, very nice area back there. Great price in this lot. The third property I want to show you is a Habaneros second row property. This one does come with seller financing. It's almost a half acre in size, and it is immediately in front of a beach access road. So I think that adds a lot of value to this one. And then finally, a new listing on South Ambergris Caye that has beautiful ocean views. Power is on site and it has road access. All right. So, and that one does come with seller financing. So let me just kind of get into the details. The first property, parcel number 7847. Beautiful lot right here on this main southern road that leads to Secret Beach. So, there's two ways to get to Secret Beach. There's that northern road, and then there's the southern road that hugs the southern edge of the Grand Belizean Estate subdivision. It's 65 feet of road frontage by 100 feet deep. So it's much bigger. Normally these lots in GBE are about 60 to 80, 60 by 75. This is a full 65 by 100. Price on it is 75,000 US with a 10-10-30 financing program. So 10% down, 10% on the balance for 30 years. Now, usually with deals like this, there's absolutely no prepayment penalty. You can pay it off anytime. On this particular deal, there's a 12-month financing minimum. So for example, if you go under contract now, and you close, let's say, 60 days from now, so July 1st, your first payment's on August 1st, you have to keep the financing in place for 1 calendar year. So you can pay it off anytime next August. In the meantime, you can make larger payments if you want. You just can't, pay off the entire amount for at least 12 months. All right, but beautiful property, road access, excellent location. Now, right behind this lot is parcel number 7848, same size, 65 feet, also has a road frontage, but this one is back here. So you'd access the property by going down the main southern road, up and over. The price on that is 20 grand less because it's not on this main road. So it's 55,000. Again, beautiful lot, also with a 10-10-30 program. So 10% down, 10% interest for 30 years. There's your monthly payments. And again, just a 12-month minimum on the financing, pay it off anytime after that. Great. All right, let's go on to, let me just show you one more slide here. Yeah, these are located exactly 1 mile from Secret Beach. So everyone is, how close to the beach it is. Exactly 1 mile from Secret Beach. All right, next property is this beautiful Palmyra Woods lot, number 31, which I'm pointing at with this red arrow. So it's up on this northern edge of lots here, this northern row in Palmyra Woods. This is a 60 by 100, again, nice size, and has road access. You got plenty of privacy back here because there's nothing right now to the north. It's completely wide open. I think it's all government land up there. So it's all beautiful habitat for wildlife and great for bird watching up there. Price on that is 35,000 cash. All right. So it's priced to move. It's priced for cash. Don't make any offers lower than that because it's already priced to move. So we didn't put it out there at 45 and then take offers. And look, 35 cash, beautiful lot, 60 by 100, great location. This lot is located 0.87 miles as the crow flies to the beach. All right, so it's located right here. See this top row of lots here in the Palmyra Woods subdivision. All right, good. Let's go on to the Habaneros, second row lot. This is a beautiful lot. First of all, this is wrong. This is wrong. It does not have 65 feet of road frontage by 100 feet deep. This applied to the other property. It is parcel number 9574. This lot is right here. It is 0.47 acres. So it's a nice size lot. Email me if you want the exact dimensions. I have those. I just don't have them in time for this video. 110,000 with 15% down, 1010 financing. So 16.5 down, you got your balance there. There's your monthly payments, no prepayment penalties on this. In fact, if you want to offer cash for this one, seller might even take a cash deal at that price. So 110 financing is available. Beautiful location, and like I said, this access road, this beach access road, is right here. So, for example, why is that kind of cool? Well, whoever builds on these lots on the beachfront, they have to stay back within 5 feet of the front and back of the property lines. Plus, you have the beach access road. So, from your home here. First of all, if you build up a couple of stories, you're going to get some awesome views anyway. I mean, it's almost impossible for somebody to block your view because no one's going to build up, all up along here that high. So if you build up 2 or 3 stories and you got this direct access to the beach here, to this, it's just a great location. Here is the plot map on it. You can see there 0.47 acres. And yeah, beautiful property. There's that beach access road. All right, going down to the fourth one is parcel number 37, which is located right here. This is on South Ambergris Caye. All right, so this is just 0.64 miles from the new Lesser Marine project, which is at the very tip of Ambergris Caye. That's a 65 feet wide, or Dennis Caye. This is a 50 feet of road frontage by 100 feet deep. Let me just make sure I got that right. Let me see here. 15.24. Hang on one second, guys. I should have double checked these slides, and I apologize before I went with this. This is my second error today. I must be getting tired. So let's see, 15 times 3. Yeah, so 50 feet wide here by 100 feet deep. All right. So here's the correct numbers. 50 feet of road frontage by 100 deep. There's the price, $75,000 with the 10-10-10 financing. So there's your down payment, your monthly balance, or your balance and your monthly payments. Again, on this one, there's a 12-month financing minimum. So you just need to keep that financing in place for a minimum of 12 months, and then you can pay it off at any time you want. All right, there we go. So just as a recap, let's go back to our overview page. So main southern road to Secret Beach, lot was $75,000 with financing. The one behind it was $55,000. Palmyra Woods lot number 31 was $35,000 cash. Habaneros second row lot, $110,000 with financing in place. All right, beautiful lot, 0.47 acres. And then South Ambergris Caye, 50 by 100 foot lot with road access, with power, great ocean views for $75,000 with seller financing. All right, now for those of you who are familiar with Ambergris Caye, maybe you know some of these areas. If you're interested in one of these 4 properties and you want to hang with me just for a few more minutes, I'll show you a very quick Google Earth overlay map explaining some pros and cons of the neighborhoods. This might mean something to you, just depending on what you're looking to do. And the reason I bring this up is because I have a client, actually several clients ask me this question. They say, Dennis, when you and Steph are on island, where do you normally stay? Where do you live? And because when I'm on Ambergris Caye, it's about, it's all business. I'm meeting with clients, developers, and picking people up from the airport. I'm meeting them for lunch and everything. So it's a busy schedule. I always like to be right where all the action is. So either at someplace like the Belize Yacht Club or Royal Palms, or maybe Grand Cree, it's a little further up north. I like to be in that sweet spot of San Pedro town, just because I'm moving up and down so much. But if you're looking to retire to the island and you don't really have a need to be close to San Pedro town, then the whole island opens up to you. You can be north up by Margaritaville. You can be over to Secret Beach side. You can be down south. Doesn't really matter. But there are some pros and cons of the different areas. So let me kind of get out my Google Earth overlay map, and I'll show you some of these areas. So first of all, let's start in reverse order. lot number 37, which is South Ambergris Caye. All right. So what is particular about this lot and this part of the island? Well, you see this, they only have one road that comes down from San Pedro town, comes here, goes all the way down, dead ends at La Serene. So that's 0.64 miles here. Now, the interesting thing about this southern part of the island is that most of this is residential buildings. So you have a lot of single family homes, maybe duplexes, fourplexes. Some resorts are down in here. Some small communities are down in here. But for the most part, this is a very quiet neighborhood. It just feels like, how can I put it? It feels very residential, which in Belize, because a lot of subdivisions are mixed use, a lot of subdivisions that you go into have a mix of single family homes, businesses, cafes, restaurants, grocery stores. This is more or less, I would say, like 90% residential. So it's got a really cool, nice, quiet feel to it. There are some places to eat. So you have a lot of, not a lot, but a handful of restaurants. You have some grocery stores down in these areas. You have some really good tour companies in here. All right. So you do have stuff going on, but mainly it's fairly quiet. All right. So another pro to this area is that this has access to electric. All right. So you have electricity down here. You can hook up to the grid. Some of these lots even have access to city water, which is kind of cool. And you're right here on the Caribbean Sea. All right. So these are all oceanfront lots, direct oceanfront. This one behind it, the 137, basically it's the third row lot. All right. So third row, there it is, lot number 37. So the way you get to that southern part of Ambergris Caye is simple. You just drive south from San Pedro town. All right. So to give you a point of reference, here is the Mahogany Bay Village properties. All right. That's where, if you ever subscribe to Will Mitchell's videos, I highly suggest you do. Great guy, good friend of mine. They're just doing a fantastic job at developing out this whole subdivision in here. So from here, and just to give you a point of reference, distance-wise, all right, so let's go from the entrance of Mahogany Bay down to lot number 37. You're looking at 2.5 miles. All right. Now, why is that significant? Well, because in here are a lot of the larger grocery stores. I think there's a Super by South down here. There's a Marinas down here. There's all sorts of grocery stores, fast food. I'm talking the bigger grocery stores too. All right. So, the guys can go into and get anything you want. So a lot of restaurants, a lot of cafes. And of course, there's a lot going on in Mahogany Bay as well, as far as getting cool stuff to eat, like at Giotto's or some of the fast food places there. You got the rum and bean in here. So that's all pretty cool. So again, if you're looking for a quiet place, you also want to have your nice little single family home, maybe an Airbnb, maybe you open up a small little restaurant, because you will be able to access all these other homeowners in here as they're coming and going. So if you want to open up a little breakfast shop, or something for pizza for dinner, something like that, you'll do pretty good down in there. Now, the other property was up in Habaneros. All right. So if you're in San Pedro town, this is downtown San Pedro, and you start going north, again, there's just one road going north. You go 9.5 miles north, and you come to this subdivision right here. It's the Habaneros subdivision. All right. So let's kind of zoom in here, and we'll go right to the second row lot. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there it is, 9574. Beautiful second row lot, 0.47 acres. Here's the beach access road. And the good thing is there's already some homes built in here, and there's going to be more homes built in there. So if you like YouTube, follow the, I think their name, I know their names, Daryl and Angela Gibson, but their website channel or their YouTube channel is Texpats. I think it's TEX Pats in Belize. Type in Texpats in Belize. They're chronicling their journey. From buying the property to getting their title to, I think they're down there right now, maybe meeting architects and builders. So they're going to be building their home in there. They're a really cool couple. Follow them. You get a lot of good information out of them. And again, this property is 110 US with seller financing. Again, this does have access to internet and power. All right. I don't know if cable's up there, but internet and power is up in this area. And water will be by rainwater cistern. and by your septic system will be self-contained. All right, so the San Pedro Town Council has approved plans for septic for properties like this. All right, so those are the two on the northeast and southeast side. Pros and cons. Let's see. So how does this differ from the South Ambergris Key? Well, this is a lot further north. All right, so the south property is about 4.5 miles south. This is about 9.5 miles north. The south property is pretty far from the reef. All right, so when you look at how the reef line goes and how the island goes, so you see how far the reef is here from the property. So let me just measure that. So right from the property out directly out to the reef, you're looking at 2.37 miles. So a pretty long distance. I don't think you're going to kayak that. You're pretty far from the reef. So you'd have to take a boat out, obviously. So when you go north, you notice how closer the reef gets. So it hugs the island much closer. And if we go up to the Habaneros subdivision, you see how much closer it is. So what was it, 2.37 down there. So if we go from the beach here out to the coral, it's 0.46 miles. All right, so it's a lot closer. So all the access to snorkeling, diving, fishing is a lot closer here. I don't know about kayaking that. I mean, it's still a good half mile out there. Probably could. Just want to make sure you're a good paddler. All right. And let's see, besides being further north, what are the pros and cons? Some people just like the north side better. They find it more, first of all, it's a little bit higher ground, but they like the feel of the north over the south. You're going to have a lot more mixed use subdivisions up in here, a lot more of the larger resorts. So for example, this here is a new government subdivision. So this is going to be developed mainly, I think, with a lot of locals and some expats building in here, but it's going to be mainly, single family homes, smaller grocery stores, smaller takeout food places, things like that. But the north here also has access to a lot of the larger resorts, which have nice restaurants in them, like Ekshtam Ha. That's right. It's right here. Costa Blue. They have a nice restaurant there. Portofino's has a great restaurant. Second floor overlooking the reef. Beautiful place to eat lunch or dinner. What else we got in here? Yeah, just a bunch of stuff. Then we get down to the turnoff road to Secret Beach. All right, so that's Habaneros. That was 110 with financing. Now let's cut across. So here's the east-west connection road. You come up, over, down, and instead of taking the northern access road to Secret Beach, you just simply come down past Grand Mine Estates, and you come across this road here, all right, that leads to Secret Beach. So the two lots that we told you about before were located right here, 7847 and 7848, all right? And the reason I like the roadside one is great if you're going to be opening up a business that you are counting on getting, passersby, golf cart traffic, or so maybe you have a business that would benefit from that. That's great. The property behind it will be good for a single family home. Both will be great for like Airbnbs or something like that, because it does have a lot of nice traffic and direct access to Secret Beach. And the other lot, the second one I showed you about, that was in Palmyra Woods. That was right up here, 10214. All right. So what are the differences between this part of the island and what I just showed you? Well, the areas that I just showed you on the East Coast, those are very small subdivisions. Okay. Both areas are quiet and they're going to remain quiet. This area here is developing as its own town. So as San Pedro gets crowded, more and more people are going to be moving up here, building up here, relocating up here. So you see it has a good basis for another large town on the island. This development here is all where the West Key properties are located. Again, just to give a shout out to Will, he's doing a fantastic job, him and his team, developing this area and selling people lots in here. So here's the West Key area. So imagine you have all the lots in West Key, Grand Belize, Palmyra Woods, Colonial San Diego, Secret Beach, Ambergris Bay, Grand Mayan. There's just a lot of potential for growth in this area. So these are going to be more mixed use communities. All right. So pros and cons. The other part of the island currently has access to electric. This does not yet. But when power does come across, okay, it's probably going to come across one of two ways. Number one is it could take this northern road. The power lines could come across to the Secret Beach area by this northern road. And this area up here is where the Six Senses property is being built, the Secret Beach portion of it. The island that they're developing is off in the bay here. Or the power could take this southern route and go straight over, access Secret Beach. So, either way, this lot here is in a prime spot to get power in the future. This lot here in the back, you'd have to run the power lines back. So basically, what I'm telling people, anywhere if you're building in here, plan on going off grid for now. Go with solar, go with your nice solar panels, get a solar package that fits your needs, depending on how much energy use you're going to have. Then if and when power gets there, you can decide if you want to connect to the grid, but you might decide not to. I mean, if you got a nice system that's working well, then you don't have to worry about it. So keep that in mind. What else do I got to tell you about that? Yeah, I think it's about it. It's a good May update. So May 1st, 2022. Yeah, I think that's it. Yep, can't think of anything else. All right, I'll leave you guys with this. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all my clients reaching out. If you need anything else, just shoot me an email, get back to you as quick as possible. And hey, have a great Sunday. Hope you're doing something fun with family and friends and loved ones and making some good memories wherever you are in the world. And hope to see you in Belize soon. Cheers.